Boom.
Woo!
Big jump.
Okay, we're back to the Off Lip Radio Show. And Neil, just so you know, when I say it, my wife always goes, "It's a podcast."
So?
I know, and I always have this answer like I don't really have an answer because we say it's a radio show. So it's if you guys might want to comment on that.
Do we want to be a radio show? I like the fact that we
were raised a radio show.
We were raised.
You know, so we can't. When we changed the format, it's kind of weird. So we'll talk about that. Oh, by the way, very interesting show you did earlier today.
Thank you. Yeah. I got two good ones together.
You did.
Yeah.
We were.
Well, in light of what happened with the Erica who had the sad incident with the shark.
Do we know though it was a shark?
I don't know. We don't know. There's a lot of.
Still question if it actually.
They don't
was a
know.
shark.
Well, the information that Dave had or Kim had, it didn't give you a definitive answer.
Okay.
But what I couldn't understand was how come the lady got attacked by a shark at Lovers Point in Pacific Grove. It ends up. I would say that's northwest. It's a delta just south of Davenport.
Yeah, no, that is like northeast.
Then I find out there was a current in the wintertime. There's a current, which due to the winds we had last week, that goes that direction.
It was the direction was coming through Monterey, you know, and when I did a paddle race one time, the current going into the bay at that corner. It was incredible during the race how much when they finally turned the corner and headed in towards Pacific Grove. Yeah, the paddlers picked up a lot of speed. The current was really charging that direction. Yeah. Well, it goes in by the aquarium. Yeah. Sweeps around, heads towards Moss, and comes back this way. Yeah. But in her case, I was shocked how fast her body traveled across the day. That's incredible. It's over 20 miles. So the show today was about the shark. We've had that before. We've had the shark ban before because we've had our friend, Sean Rovi, who's an insurance agent here in town, avid surfer, avid surfer at Manresa and the beaches, always wore a shark ban. And then we find out from the shark expert. You know that I've been laughing about that thing. I've been laughing about shark bans my whole life because I just think it's such a hoax. But she had one on. She had one on. Yeah. Right. Erica had one on. Yeah, and I think her husband behind her had a, or maybe I think she had one on, and then someone else in the group had one on. And we've had professionals. Dave Ebert, and we had Dave Ebert, who is a prolific. Yeah, he is a prolific shark researcher, and heavily involved in the Discovery Channel's Shark Week. Right. So he's the guy's an expert in sharks, because the bracelet doesn't work. The bracelet deters sharks, does not attract sharks. It does not attract. It lets you know you're there. Yeah. And I remember he said this. And this is a quote. He said, "They're great when your friends wear them." Yeah. That's what he said. And he said, like, wow, it's a very sad accident. By all means, a terrible accident. Every time we step in the ocean, the potential for something to happen is there. That's we swim with wild animals. It's like if we mountain biked in the jungles of Africa. It's just that's what we're doing. Yeah. But and we've had other shark debunkers with the sea snake wetsuit. That chick. And sharks will just slurp down those things like a noodle, and so but interesting show today. But interesting thing was that Dave said the fact that she may not have gotten bitten. The shark may have charged her, and he's going at the speed of 30 knots, and like that, because they accelerate so fast, and they're 1,500 pounds. Right. So you get hit by a car, which is 1,500 pounds. You die. You die. You get hit by a car. Done. Well, Dave's made it clear that they're pretty lazy. So what they want to do is they want to hurt you. And then they will wait around, and then they'll take care of you after they hurt you. So you don't fight back. Anyway, it was an interesting show. It's a very interesting show. Yeah, because it's the shark bracelet. Because there's there's a gal, her name's Catherine Breed, who I've interviewed. She's going to be swimming the entire length of California. Is she going to wear one?
she's been sponsored by one that's going to wear one.
Oh.
I texted her. I said, what the F are you doing? I said, that's the last thing you need to be doing. I can't stop you from swimming the length of California. God, good luck to you.
This is our opinion.
This is
We're
our
not scientists.
No, fuck
yeah,
no.
It's just you and me
right.
bullshit.
We're just
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
I go, Catherine, you cannot wear that thing.
Yeah.
You can be sponsored by it. Yeah, but don't wear it. Because it doesn't attract, it just actually, the opposite happens.
And our friend Dave Ebert, who actually writes the college textbook on sharks, says that maybe it's not a good idea, you know.
And there today was Kim Rutherford, who swam Monterey Bay.
Does not wear them.
It does. She goes, I will never wear.
Yeah.
Does not wear them. She's seen them. She swam and seen this. She goes, Neil, one passed underneath me. It was so wide, I thought it was a boat.
My God. She swam across Monterey Bay.
Well, she swam across Monterey Bay backwards, which was
in the dark.
So you start in the dark. You always start. Those swimmers always start in the dark.
Because I'm not out there in my boat, zipping across the bay. I don't know.
You don't want to be out there on a boat crossing the damn bay.
I have. Yeah.
And she said, God bless her. Go back and see the show where she goes. She goes, the Monterey Bay is the crazy. It's like a party. There's so much shit going on. Unlike any other body of water in the world, the Monterey Bay is teeming with everything. Everything.
Yeah.
The fish that took down your boat.
The the sunfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're out there, right? Those things are big.
Don't run over an 800
right?
That didn't go very well. Hey, I've had a blue whale swim directly under the boat, and I looked over and I said I could jump on it.
Yeah.
It was over 100 feet. I could literally jump on the thing. It was that close under the boat. We had passengers that were screaming for their lives. It was really wild.
That's so amazing.
Anyways, to get back to that, very sad about her, and tragic loss for family, friends.
Is there a Katie Novak? Do we know a Katie Novak?
Hi, Katie.
Katie Novak's watching.
Are
you any related to Rich by any chance?
So, anyways, interesting story. But
Yeah.
but we're segueing now. That show's on Santa Cruz Waves and on YouTube already?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can watch that show on your own.
Yeah.
Jesse Gullings is here tonight. Jesse, first off, first time, I think, on the show.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know Jesse, we're going to get into his life, some of his incredible experiences, and a few words of wisdom. Where were you born?
Here.
Here in Santa Cruz?
I was born here.
I didn't know you were born in Santa Cruz.
February 19th, 1977 at Dominican Hospital.
Holy mackerel. Okay.
We have a true local on our
We do
hands.
have a true local.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you had come across the country. That is fantastic.
I just slid back that way.
And what schools?
Vine Hill.
Mm-hmm.
It's Scotts Valley Schools.
Okay.
So Vine Hill, Scotts Valley Middle School, and then
Didn't really.
I did like a semester of SoCal High, and then that was pretty much it for high school for me.
Let the roller coaster ride begin.
Oh,
right there.
I never graduated high school. I do not have a diploma. I never got a GED. I just figured, fuck it, right? Like by the time I got my shit together and started doing my thing, it was just, I'm a business owner, and so what did I need that for?
I kind of felt the same way growing up as well.
Well, you learned to trade. You learned to trade at an early age, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, a family friend turned me on to painting, and I became his apprentice, and he was a master, right? Like this man learned old school, and so I learned old school. I learned the proper way to do everything. And
Right.
Yeah, I picked up a trade that's going to last me a lifetime.
Yes, it will.
And your business is called?
JG Pro Painting.
JG Pro Painting.
That would be JG Pro Painting.
JG Pro Painting.
That's right.
Sports when you were younger?
Yeah, I did a lot of soccer.
Okay.
They created a position for me because they didn't call it ADHD when I was a kid. It was hyperactivity disorder. But dude, I had it bad.
I think anyone who knows you would say that you were diagnosed perfectly.
Yeah. So they created this like roaming fullback position because I just couldn't sit still. So soccer was rad for me. Team sports were rough though. I don't know. I kind of was always the different kid growing up.
Segue immediately to skateboarding, right?
Yeah. Who?
I mean, because you just kind of described such a huge part of skateboarding.
Yeah. Right.
And how did that all roll into your life?
Skateboarding?
Yep.
Oh, I was 5 years old. My Uncle Charlie, like, showed up at my parents' house with this blue. It was I don't know. He said he found it. It was a blue Rob. It was 1982, so that would have been a blue Rob 2,
maybe.
Prototype.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
It was a prototype. It was just blue, no graphics, indies, and some red wheels. That's all I can remember.
Probably worth about $10,000 today, Neil.
Dude, he gave me that thing, and I was just mesmerized, and I immediately fell. I just immediately fell in love with this thing, right? And I was 5 years old, and 1982. There's no anybody, right? Like Ron.
What a great time to fall in love with skateboarding.
Oh my god!
You know?
We had Mini Mountain in Scotts Valley, which was a ski shop, which was super strange. You know,
A ski shop.
Yeah,
That's where you bought skateboards. Were bought in weird. It wasn't skate shops. It was bike shops.
Yeah.
Ski shops that did summer.
So skateboards didn't have their own shops back then.
No,
Right.
the bike shops really kind of kicked it off, mostly in my opinion, and then like the ski shops,
Right.
because they do patio furniture and whatever they can get away with in the summertime.
Well, it's
Yeah.
such a weird time to enter skateboarding, right? Because it was like the heyday of vert,
Right.
And then it died,
Yeah.
and then it just died, and you know, there was. I grew up in Scotts Valley. There was.
Where were you skateboarding here?
When I was a kid?
Yeah, was SoCal closed by the time you were?
Oh yeah, so Kel was
Yeah.
done. There was Derby
Mm-hmm.
and
Buena, but you
Yeah.
was old. You were older though.
my mom would drop me off at Buena when I was like 9.
She would.
Oh yeah, dude. She would go.
That's in the middle of
She
nowhere.
would go shopping in Watsonville and drop me off there for hours. It was
Have a cigarette.
Huh?
Like, have fun.
yeah, so Buena, Derby.
So your mom knew where it was.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dude,
because
it was fucking crazy. My mom's like, you can't play football, but you can go to Buena.
Yeah, you can go hang out at Buena by
Right.
yourself all day.
So yeah, like
That's cool.
That was kind of the deal, right? As a little kid.
so she kind of started your future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old were you? Like 9 or something? 10? About
What?
the Buena days.
Oh God.
How old were you when your mom was dropping you off?
We would have to revert back to like footage because there was the plywood extension.
Okay.
Okay, so that one I have no idea, dude.
How old do you think? 10 years old?
Maybe.
You're hanging
10
out.
or 11.
Wow. It was crazy because Buena's still there. Neil.
Yeah, I know.
And it's just I think one of the oldest skate obstacles on the planet.
With the best shallow end corner ever.
And you have, I mean, it's a legendary skateboarding spot. You were very protective of it through your life.
Totally.
Took care of it. I don't know how many times you cleaned it up and patched it.
Painted it.
You brought it back to life.
Multiple times.
Yeah, it's crazy. And that's the fun thing about having you on the show because I don't know. We talked about this a week ago.
Did you learn your painting technique by fixing that pool?
No.
You just used his skills.
I just used my skills.
Sorry, TC, I didn't mean to interrupt.
How many times I painted Derby and how many times I painted Buena?
Right. Or painted over crap people painted
Right.
at Derby. You
Like,
know,
probably 100 times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
patched it up for the contest in 2009. That was I think one of the coolest days.
It was epic.
Yeah,
Epic.
an epic day.
Yeah.
Did you skate naked that day?
I did.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you? Was that you sent me that shot?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, you did, huh?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
So, and that's fun because there was a time you went down Ramport naked, right?
Yeah.
That's a spot in South County that you can. How fast can you go on that hill?
I
That the Roscoe Hill?
went.
Yeah.
I went 68.
68.
I was trying to do 73 because at that time the land speed record was 72.
Right.
With
With no clothes on.
and
Ultra streamlined. Is that?
So, so I went there and I was with Weasel.
Uh-huh.
I was with Weasel and I'm like, Weasel, film this shit. And I started from like 3/4 of the way up. First time, right? I'm
Yep.
feeling this shit out and I get to the bottom and I just try and do a little check slide. And it just fucking goes. And I do this like 20-foot skin slide on the back of my head. Just like head spin.
Yeah.
And I stop and Mike stopped filming.
Mm.
So I like
Those are the good footage.
I stand up and I immediately just fall over. And this eye is totally black, and then this one is just straight pixels. I like worst concussion ever, dude. And I was scared to go to sleep, and I was, 2001 was rough for me, and so I went and did some speed because I didn't want to go to bed because, right, you can't fall
Head
asleep
injury.
with
He's got to stay
concussion.
up for that.
Yeah, that was bad. I ended up in the hospital anyway, like the next day.
Are you talking about the time you went down naked?
No, so then I got out of the hospital, called the crew, and then went back and did it naked.
And
The next day.
no problem.
Next day?
No problem. Yeah, the next day.
The next day.
The next day.
And then how fast? Then how fast did you go naked?
Maybe like 55, 56.
Why slower?
I wasn't getting towed in.
Oh, you weren't getting towed in.
Yeah, when I was trying to break the land speed record,
Yeah.
I would hold on to a car and they would get going 40 and then I would let go and fucking just.
Yeah.
You're getting towed as you're
What was
crashing
that?
is when you
I'm
let
getting
go.
towed from where it's going
Yeah.
up, dude, and then we get like over the crest and maybe 150 feet, and I release and get ready for the fucking ride of my life.
I think it's kind of beat now, right? That road is it?
Oh, it's
awful.
all
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
It's worn out now. It's not a good skateboard.
Just don't go up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to bomb that hill on what are those Road Rider?
Oh, the big
The
Hudson wheels.
1990s, yeah, the 1977, dude. The prototype, 119 millimeters, so good. Yeah.
Wow. They're giant wheels, Neil.
Yeah.
That NHS made. I heard they get a little.
That big?
They move a little bit on
They
you.
are a little loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the board that those guys broke the world record on. With those
Plus, they
wheels.
get hot. Those things are getting hot quick, right?
Not too bad.
No?
Because the gerometer of those wheels is just perfect. They were like 78.
Yeah, they were
or something.
soft. Yeah.
I mean, just perfect.
Yeah, tall. They're not riding tall wheels like that anymore. Well, it's amazing that you would go 55 miles an hour naked on a skateboard because that's not something.
We could just end the show here.
That's not like a normal thing people do.
Well, I mean, there's,
It's the winky blowing out the back. Like, what the heck?
there's multiple pictures of me skating naked. Like, all
What do you
over.
do with your jump, man? You just tuck it in, let it
Go.
fly.
Yeah, you really
Rope
gotta
it in,
rope it
everybody.
in, TC.
Rope it in.
Yeah, calm down.
It's just a crazy thing to think about. It's going 55 miles an hour on a skateboard naked.
Yeah, with your dick hanging out. Yeah.
You earlier I was telling you that as I watched you skateboard, and I got to watch you skateboard a lot. You are why people like going to NASCAR races for the big one.
Yeah.
Because you will relentlessly try the hardest trick and crash a lot. I'm not. Tell me if I'm wrong. And like crash a lot and then make it, and the crowd goes wild. Yeah. And you. By the way, Neil.
Yeah.
I got a couple of pictures I was going to share with our viewers tonight, just to explain. First off, this picture right here. Neil, maybe you can tell me I'm in the photo frame right now. This is in Philadelphia, correct?
Yeah, you ready? Yeah.
This is
It's FDR, I want to say 4th of July, 99?
Okay.
I feel that picture doesn't give the height of you dropping in justice.
Oh, no.
That's really tall.
From the top
Can't
of the
really see
left-
TC.
Is it blurry?
A little bit, yeah.
Can
It's
you
fine.
focus on it at all? Or is that what's going on?
Lift it up.
Lift it up?
Yeah.
How
yeah.
tall is that?
From the top of the lip
Yeah.
to the thing where I jumped is like 15 feet, and then that's a 7 or 8 foot quarter. So, we're talking 20-something foot.
Did you make that?
No.
Yeah,
No.
that's
No.
so
But
that
it's cute. You can see like Baby Bam in the corner.
Oh,
of
is
the
he
frame.
down there?
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah.
It's not cut, yeah. Yeah, he's the
That's
shirtless
funny
one.
because that just really sums up what I was just saying a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Did you make that? No.
No. Dude, I had to take a wheelchair. I couldn't walk for, I had to take a wheelchair home, yeah.
I like this photo. I cyber stalked your social media. Neil, can you get this one?
Yep.
That's our bike Fox Park. Nowadays it's been around a while,
Yeah.
but not
Good.
a lot of people are up there bonking off the fence.
Here, TC, grab that.
Pretty much me and Raven.
Yeah. That's
Grab that.
amazing.
Well, and it's funny because I ran into Raven at the park one day, and he's like, I hadn't seen him in years, dude, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, I did that fence walk for you, bro.
Nice.
It's just so rad. Like that kid.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I know Raven's insane.
Yeah.
I wish he would have stopped riding motorcycles and skateboard a little more.
But
You know, and we can talk about you and skateboarding happening as well. You know, there was a time I thought you had actually had some better contest finishes than we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
But you skated what was it? You got 12th in.
I think I got 11th in the gravity games.
In the gravity games, which during the time that was a big event. And I remember you had a story in the paper.
Omar Hassan won. I think Benji got second. You know, it was like big name shit. I was such a small fish in that big ass pool.
But you were trying to make. At that time, you were to put some effort into it.
As soon as I put my feet on a skateboard, that was what I wanted to do for everything. That is what I wanted to do for a job. That is what I wanted to do for fun. That I wanted to have that skateboard in bed with me while I was like sleeping with girls. That skateboard was my fucking life, right? And I wanted nothing more than to like be a professional skateboarder and travel the world and make the money and do the things, and it just didn't pan out that way for me, so to speak, right?
Was it your skate game or your mental game?
No, mental game, right? Because fuck, dude, like, I don't know, right? I know that for a time was really, really talented on that thing. Like extremely talented.
Yes, he was very talented, Neil.
And my attitudes and my anger and like my mental health issues definitely like blacklisted me from a lot of shit, right? Does that matter really? No. Like,
you know, in life, in my opinion, there's a Jesse Gullings in every region that has the ability, can skateboard like the wind, and then there's just one little piece of that pie that's missing that takes the wind out of your sails.
For sure.
You know, and so it just is what happens, you know. It's unfortunately, you know.
What stops you from being, you know, the pinnacle on the height that you could have gotten to, that you wanted to get to? What prevented you from getting there?
I cannot answer that question. I think that we would have to ask one of the people that like decided that I am not allowed. Right? I don't know.
Well, you were riding life pretty fast. There was
I was doing a lot of drugs in like the late 90s, early 2000s, right? Like shit got really hard for me.
Was it hard for you because of the drugs, or hard for you before you took the drugs?
No, it was hard for me before. Like I started doing drugs to escape my reality.
What was your drug of choice at that time?
At that time, I was doing speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, in like 99. No, because I came back from Philly in 01.
Philly's where you broke your leg. Yeah.
Philly is where I broke my femur and pelvis.
Right.
Got a picture of it.
You got a picture of it?
Yeah. This is you in the hospital with a broken femur.
Dumb.
Yeah.
So in 90? It was probably 99 or 2000. Ryan G shot a photo of me grinding the dome when it was on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Concussion magazine or what
No,
was
that was Thrasher.
Oh, was it? Okay.
And then so the Rip Ride rallies at FDR, and I'm fucking fired up, dude, because that's like.
And you drove there, right?
No, I flew.
Oh, you flew? Okay. And you couldn't fly home.
For that one, I flew out
right.
there. So I decided I want to recreate this photo. However many years later, right? Because I'm fucking. So what that I'm 47 or 46 years old? I'm going, right? I'm reigniting this shit. Dude, I fucking got after it for a couple years. I mean, like, I broke my back, I broke my femur, I broke my pelvis, and I frontside feeble grinded the fuck out of so much shit.
Yeah.
You know?
You were back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
would say that's what it was.
What was his TC? What was his maneuver? That he was like, that was Jesse.
Well, at that photo of you frontside grinding in FDR in that oververt bowl is half of
the dome.
The dome is amazing. Yeah. But to me, it's always that you skateboard very fast, and I know you know that. Yeah. That was your style. He would haul.
You said to me earlier he would just jump, and you see him flying through the air.
His theory is that you were very theatrical, of your trick selection on days when you were skating around people?
Well, because I love attention, and I'm gonna fucking
You'd
send.
send it.
But you say that, but why didn't you enjoy contests? Because there'll be going to be people on you watching you.
Pressure.
Okay.
Because I have to do it for somebody else.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
And you have to make it. You can't try it. You know what I mean? Like you have to. The contest success is landing on the bolts every time.
Well, and it's like I never wanted to gauge my skateboarding off of what somebody else thinks about it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like honestly, so contest the Buena contest was super sick because it was just fun, right? Like, but yeah, stressful contest.
You did win a Tim Brosh contest.
I did, and I think I got a couple of those Buena boards too. Mm-hmm. You know,
It's and that's your ability was there. But like going back to what you said is, he would try something a few times, and then when he lands it, the kids jump up and down and they're like screaming, you know, because it's like stuntman skateboarding, and that was what I feel like you.
What was the movie that the Wee Man was in? Jackass. It reminds me. That reminds me of that.
And that's a segue we're going to go to right now because you and Bam are old bros.
Totally.
And what's funny is that you guys have a lot of similarities. You know,
we're both nuts.
Yeah.
I met Bam in what, 98?
Bam Margera, everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much why Jackass exists.
So we were at FDR, and I'd seen him there a few times, and you know, you need to realize that I came from Santa Cruz, and this place fucking sucked. Skateboarding growing up here, because people were assholes. Everybody was a fucking asshole. There was nobody nice. The older guys would spit on me at derby and shit. It was fucked up, right? And so I like absorbed that energy, and then I carried that with me through skateboarding. You know, it's probably one of the reasons that people are like, "Fuck that kid."
Another piece of the puzzle just went in.
It did.
So I'm out at FDR and I'm training. I'm fucking training.
Well,
right?
FDR's what? He said.
It's Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Park.
Okay. Where was? Oh, it's in Philadelphia.
The I-95 runs through, and so there is just fucking so much space under this bridge, and so my buddy Carlos just started going for it, and that thing grew. I mean, it's the biggest skate park, like it's the biggest DIY ever.
It's similar to Burnside in Portland. It's under the highway. The picture I showed you earlier is that park.
Right.
Jesse's dropping in from the overpass.
Is the park those parks legal now? Or?
It is now.
Yeah,
it wasn't like.
Okay.
So I'm down there training, and Bam's down there training, and I do something, and he comes up to try and high-five me, and I'm like, what a fucking idiot I am. I'm like, no, bro, I'm good. I don't need any more friends. And he looked at me like,
who the fuck are you?
I want to be this guy's friend.
And for some reason, I was able to gain this dude's respect, right? And fuck, like what a blessing, because he could have been like, fuck you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like what I deserved. And he put me in the CKY videos that are like the precursors to Jackass. Dude, we have stayed in contact. He let me stay at the castle when I broke my femur. When I broke my back, I was about to get surgery, and him and his wife were like, "Come out, like let us." She's a really really high trained stretch coach and amazing at like healing. And look, I went out there and she worked on me for 10 days, and I came back and I started walking a bunch and no surgery. Like,
wow.
I talked to my spine doctor last week, and he was like, okay, I'm going to preface this that this isn't a miracle, which is a fucking miracle, right? He's like, your back is completely healed. When I broke my back, I herniated and sequestered the L4 disc. So a chunk of the disc just broke off.
Mm-hmm.
It was floating around in my spine, and my body just absorbed it. It's like gone.
They don't even see it?
Nope, I'm good to go. I had like spinal stenosis happening, which causes what do you call that?
Sciatica?
Yeah,
Sciatica.
I have sciatica.
So that's from like spinal stenosis. The nerve canals get like crusty and pinch the nerves. I had it so bad, dude. It's gone. Like completely healed.
Wow. Mine's been getting better, but it's a...
Cortisone helped mine.
It stinks.
So the downside of that is I'm like, I can skate.
Right. feel better.
Well, fuck, I get on that thing and I think I'm 25, right? And then like we have a vert ramp and like I love to do inverts. And
But you sound I've only met you today. You sound like a half smart chap or a smart gentleman, a business owner.
Yep.
What the hell are you doing going back on a skateboard again and perhaps injuring yourself even worse?
Because I love it. Because
Okay.
I need it, right? Like my second pro model
Yeah.
is a poem that I wrote about skateboarding.
Yeah.
Fuck, I read that thing every day because I have it hanging in my house and it still rings true
Yeah.
today.
Can you tell us what that can you
I can't. I can take my pants off and you can read it, but I don't have underwear. Nobody wants to see
We're
that.
not going downhill skateboarding right now.
But I will. I'll take a screenshot and send it to you
Okay.
when I get home.
Yeah. But so it's actually on your body.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm tattooed like full.
Oh, well, okay.
I'm pretty heavily tattooed.
Yeah. Tastefully.
He has a massive amount of tattoos.
The funny thing is I didn't pick them. I don't pick my tattoo work. I allow the tattoo artist to just do what they want.
Do you have one special tattoo artist that you like to maybe mention?
Brian Reed
Okay.
is responsible for probably 80 or 90% of
Okay.
the tattoo work on my body.
Yeah.
That man farriered me through some really heavy shit.
Yeah.
Right?
So is that tattoo artist actually some kind of also acts as a therapist for you?
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Because you're writing your life story. I mean, I've seen your tattoos on your body, but that's your life story is on your body, correct?
I mean, I guess.
Or is it his story?
I think that's a good question. I got some weird shit, so I don't know. I got some.
But do you go and tell? I got some weird shit. Does he
Does
then take
do
that?
it? He picks them?
Pretty much.
So he takes the weird shit
I
and
mean,
puts on you.
there are some tattoos that I have on my body that I wanted to have, but for the most part, yeah, it's just been free reign for Brian to do what he wants, right? I had a few tattoos. This little banner is Brian's like second tattoo ever.
Really?
We did that in his living room.
Brian's retiring as a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
You're like, that's amazing.
I should probably.
What year is that?
Can you bring it? Can you bring that in the
I
camera?
have no idea what year that is.
This
But yeah,
one
that
right
banner.
here?
Yep.
That thing right there.
Yep.
You know what's funny about it is when I got my tattoo, I did a fucking Facebook poll, had people vote on it. I was so thoughtful about what I was gonna put. You're like, do
whatever. Yeah.
And how many do you think you have? Do you know?
No, the goal is to just make it one. Right?
How far along are you? You think?
My butt cheeks are empty. My junk is halfway not empty.
That just doesn't seem right to me, TC. That sounds like it's gonna hurt. Maybe you talked about you hurting your little toe today.
Yeah.
That's gonna be worse.
There's a few spots that
Yeah,
really hurt.
I mean, I don't have a lot left. I really don't.
You wouldn't know your face hurt though, right?
I almost did, dude. I almost went. When I was out on the road, like after, we'll call it a sabbatical from work that I took. Yeah, I went hard, dude. I was gonna just I don't know. I didn't care.
Well, I know you went through some business problems, some personal problems. You hit the road. How do you get out of that nosedive? What? Because now I feel like you're flourishing again. You got your mojo.
So you
back.
end up in Arizona, right? I got that part.
You went to the East Coast. How did that start when you broke your femur?
No. I drove to the East Coast. I hopped in my van and bailed. We painted that wall.
Yeah, which we won't talk about.
Oh, we're good on all that. Yeah. Well, I've made happy amends to everybody for the way that I reacted to anybody that had a concern about anything that I did. But
And how many concussions have you had?
53 that I can remember.
53 concussions. So your behavior, I mean, it's
I have I'm really sensitive. like I am a very, very sensitive human being, and what I've found for myself is that if I'm not feeling heard or understood, I fucking snap.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and that's probably right. I'm guessing that's going to be the coma that did that one, right? And so yeah, I snapped, and I wasn't doing so hot emotionally, and I was going through a lot of stuff, and I had to get out of here, so I just hopped in my van and hit the road, and I spent 2.5 months on the road, just traveling and skateboarding and being by myself, and
And that's, was there a moment? I mean, that you're like, okay, I'm going back home. I'm going back to work. Finnegan and I are gonna hang out.
Yeah, so I didn't get to see the kid for a few years, and
Yeah, this is your son Finnegan. Who's how old is he?
11.
And we'll talk about him. But yeah,
Yeah. And I got really affected because I'm sensitive and I love that kid, and so I went to the doctor, and they're like, "Oh, bro, you're bipolar, and take these." And so I did, and it's funny if you're not bipolar and you take bipolar medication.
When they said you were bipolar, were you like, no, I'm not bipolar?
I was in such a state of
Denial?
no.
No?
Utter just
Torment.
depression,
Mm-hmm.
and right?
Mm-hmm.
I was willing to accept whatever help they were going to tell me. So that's what I did, and it was a huge mistake, right? And it got to the point for me that I just had to fire my psychiatrist and get off of those meds. And as soon as I did that, right, wow, my life's changing. It's better. Oh, I can think clearly. I feel better. And yeah, it's crazy. I had to go get reassessed with my doctor to get that diagnosis removed, because it's
That was you're saying that the reality of the meds ending and you coming getting in tune was the turn of the ship.
Absolutely.
Huh.
Absolutely.
Probably more of America needs that same thing.
Sobriety is really important to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's been I've spent about 34 years, right, in 12-step programs throughout my life. Obviously, I don't have 34 years sober.
You got a good majority.
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Is there one thing you could change that you would want to change?
Looking back,
Yeah.
or one you want to talk about.
I'm just trying to think, do I want to change that one? Because obviously, if you would have asked me that question a month ago,
Yeah.
I would have been yeah, I would have loved to have not killed Rebecca, right?
And who is Rebecca?
Rebecca, I told Kathy I wasn't going to use her last name, so I'm going to try not to use that.
You do whatever you want to go.
Yeah. Rebecca, on November 28th of 2005 at 6:12 p.m. I'm going to break down.
It's all right.
I hit and killed a pedestrian. Her name was Rebecca. She's 22 years old. She was in a crosswalk. And it was a really fucked up situation because, if you grew up in Santa Cruz and you're anywhere near my age, you know that, SoCal Drive didn't have bus turnouts our entire life.
It's always a 2-lane.
The buses would just stop in the right-hand
Right.
lane, right?
Yeah.
Fucking growing up, my entire life. And so, we had a fucked up day at work. We just started this new job, and I parked in a parking lot I shouldn't have parked in, and my truck got towed, and so I had to go get my truck out of impound, and I just wanted to get a pack of smokes and go home, and it was raining, and
Is it dark out or just?
oh yeah, it was dark.
Yeah.
It was raining. It was the first fucking rain of the year.
Yeah.
And I'm coming up the hill by Whalers, right?
By North Bay Ford.
It used to be Foster's right there.
Yeah.
So I'm coming up the hill, and there's a bus in the right-hand lane, and I don't think anything of it because it's SoCal Drive.
Yeah.
Well, I get to the back of the bus, and out comes Rebecca. I'm just going to honor Rebecca Barker. Comes walking out and takes 2 steps, right? And just freezes like deer in headlights. And this is where the PTSD shit fucking kicks for me.
Yeah.
We lock eyes and I slam brakes, and I mean I fucking stomp on my brakes. Like,
But you're just going to skid. The truck's not going to stop.
And raining.
and
Huh?
it just starts
Skidding.
sliding.
Yeah.
Right? And we're eye locked, and it's slow motion, and there's nothing she can do, and there's nothing I can do, and we fucking impact, and she goes flying, and I skid into this planter and jump out, and whoa, and run over to her and like cradle her as she like kind of takes the last breath, and I feel her soul pass through my body. And fucking gnarly, dude.
Yeah.
So that happened.
Take a second. Have a breath.
Yeah. What year was this?
That was 2005.
But
So
did she walk out the back of the bus or the front of the bus?
No, the bus stopped for her at the crosswalk.
Gotcha.
She was working at the Ford dealership and had just gotten off work
Oh.
and was walking to her car. Her family at that time, she had grown up in Southern California, so she had come up here to, get a change of scenery and try it out.
Was that declared an accident?
Oh, absolutely.
And you were sober.
A complete
You were.
accident.
I was 2.5 years sober at the time. I grew up in a weird family without a lot of emotion, and my grandparents took me to this church that was I don't know, they spoke in tongues, and there was just weird stuff that was really uncomfortable, and so I always struggled with connection to spirituality and God, and when I got sober, that's it's about, right? So so I start trying to make this connection, and at 2.5 years sober, I got it, right? I got a chick, I got a job.
Get the T-shirt.
I'm not living in a fucking bush.
Yeah.
Right? I'm doing it, and then I hit Rebecca, and in a fucking blink of an eye, everything that I had worked on and built for myself it disappeared in an instant, and I stayed that way for a really long time.
Did you go to therapy?
I have done every single modality of therapy you could possibly think of.
But in the very beginning too?
Yeah. Talk therapy, hypnotizing therapy,
Grief therapy.
EMDR, trauma therapy. I have done it all trying to work through this shit. And tattoo therapy, right? I wasn't that tattooed before November 28th of 2005.
Yeah.
But Brian, being the sensitive soul he is, was like, come sit in my chair, brother, right? And just started fucking blasting me, and I could feel, right? I could feel pain. I could feel physical pain, but emotional pain, emotional feelings,
Nothing.
fear and anger. That was it, dude.
Yeah.
Straight up, that was it. So if I was off-putting to you or fucked up to you between the I'm sorry, and that's probably why, right? I'm pretty fucked up.
Well, you went through a lot more than anybody else has gone through. Many people have never gone through that course. That's just highly traumatic.
That one's
You locked eyes with her. I mean, to
Oh,
me,
yeah.
that has to be
so the PTSD
burnt into your soul.
I did not realize I had PTSD until about 2 years ago. But what I was experiencing different times of the day didn't matter. I could be driving, I could be working, whatever, hanging out with the kid, and all of a sudden, there would be it feels physical, but it's totally mental, right? And it feels like a million razor blades are stabbing me in the top of my skull, right? And then that feeling, it travels throughout my entire body, right to my fingertips, right to my toes. And then once that happens, that's like hey motherfucker, here we go. Then the visuals, the dude, and I have to go through all of it, right? All of it, every day. I have to. And I didn't realize.
Can you make it through the quiet spot times in your life, like at night, and you put your head down and go to sleep? How do you does it revert back to that moment, or are you able to carry on with your life, go to sleep at night?
Totally.
You can't. Okay.
But there was daily flashbacks.
Yeah.
Right.
And today, are there still flashbacks today?
No. No. Today I am very, very fortunate that I had the courage to like do some work with her family and her family.
I was going to ask you, do you have a relationship with her family?
Yeah, so I tracked them down about 10 years ago and just made contact, and her mom and I are Facebook friends, and so the last round of therapy I was doing was EMDR. I did that for about 7 months, and my therapist is super amazing. Was just like, check it out, dude. Like, I think that ketamine or MDMA therapy is going to be the only thing that's going to help you break through this, because with EMDR you're basically like reliving the memory, right, and reframing it in your mind for a different outcome. But what would happen to me is every time I would get to the part where I would slam on the brakes, my brain, my body, everything would just completely shut down.
Yeah.
Shut down.
Yeah.
Done. I know. And so she recommended the ketamine or MDMA therapy, and that was in February of last year. This year. And I sat on it for a long time. I was afraid, right? I've done a lot of drugs in my day, but like ketamine was not a drug that I ever tried, and I was scared, right? I don't.
Well, and you're sober.
And I'm sober, and my goal is not to escape using drugs or alcohol anymore, right? That's not the jam. And so it took me about 7 months to make the decision, right? And so I made that decision, and I started doing this ketamine assisted therapy, and like, wow, like things started changing in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say about 3 weeks after my first initial session, I like left my house, and I'm driving into town. I live in Watsonville, and I'm driving up to this crosswalk, and I feel it starting in the top of my head, and I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. And then I drive through this crosswalk, and I'm like, wait, like that was it? And I had this realization for the first time in almost 20 years. I just made it through a fucking, like, wow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I had a little like single tear roll down my face.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been able to cry. In 20 years, I was like,
You shut down because you shut down. Your feelings were shut down.
completely.
Yeah.
And so once that happened, once I realized that like change was possible,
And did you realize it wasn't your fault at any time? Any
not
time?
at that point.
Okay.
That's been a struggle. That has been, I can't tell you how many people were like, dude, it was an accident. It wasn't your fault.
Right.
And the way that came out of my mouth was snide, because that's how it felt to me. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so what ended up happening was I fucking got the courage to reach out to her mom, right? And then I told her, like, hey, I'm suffering. I am really suffering, and I need your help.
Good job, young man.
And was that through Facebook you reached out to her?
Yeah.
And what was her answer to that?
So I want to say it took a couple days. But she responded, and she was like, how can I help? Right?
Wow.
And so we started devising this plan, right? Hatching this plan. They live in Arizona, and Rebecca's buried in Arizona. And so I hatched this plan to go be with Rebecca and her mom on the anniversary, right? 20 years later. And like fix some shit. And so that's the day after Thanksgiving of this year. Friday the 28th.
A month ago.
Or less.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
No, a month and 2 days ago. So I fly out to Arizona. How much of this story do I want to tell?
Tell whatever you want. Whatever you don't want, don't tell.
Yeah. So I like set this plan in place, and I like set up these therapy appointments with these healers that I work with in Sedona. I get all these plans in place, and I fly out there, and shit just fucking one thing after the other just starts to go wrong. Lose my wallet in a rental car that I can't get to because long story, but my wallet got lost for 4 days. I got stuck in Sedona with no rental car. 300 miles away from Rebecca and her mom. On the anniversary day, I had to like text her mom and be like, I'm not making it. I cannot get there. And a few hours later, Kathy texted me and asked me if I wanted to hear some stories about
Who was
Rebecca.
Kathy?
Kathy is Rebecca's mom.
Okay.
Mom, yeah.
And so I called Kathy, and Kathy started telling me stories about Rebecca as a baby and as a little girl, right? And as a teenager, young adult, right up until she died at 22. And then Kathy shared with me her thoughts and concerns about the care that was given to her daughter at Dominican Hospital. And then Kathy shared with me her family's predisposition to brain aneurysm, which was the cause of death for Rebecca, right? And as her mom sharing this stuff with me, like, you guys, this weight that I've been carrying for 20 years is like slowly just kind of, right? And then Kathy breaks out the letter. She's like, I need you to read this letter. I don't think I can read it without totally breaking down, but if one of you guys wants to,
You have it with you?
Yeah.
All right.
You want me to read it?
All right, Kathy. I'm sending.
All right.
Full send, Kathy. Here we go.
And this letter's from Kathy?
No, this letter's
Rebecca.
This letter is from the California Organ Donors Association.
California, Oregon, what?
This letter,
Organ donor.
this letter set me free. We don't even have to read it if you want.
I'll read it.
Okay, I gotta find it.
No rush. You all right, bud?
I feel like this is
some heavy shit,
Fuck yeah.
dude. You know.
nobody can go say what they've gone through unless they've gone through it. Yeah.
Who's reading this?
Yeah, I'll
thing?
read it.
He's got reading glasses on.
He can't see. He's in denial.
I'm blind.
He's in denial. Okay. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Barker, we would like to express our deepest sympathy to you and your family for the loss of your daughter, Rebecca. Your family's kindness and generosity have dramatically changed the lives of waiting transplant recipients. We would like to share the outcome of Rebecca's donation in the hope that this information will comfort you in the weeks and months ahead. Both kidneys were successfully transplanted. One of the recipients is a married woman from Wisconsin. She is 58 years old and has 5 children. The other kidney recipient, as well as the pancreas, is a married man from Nevada, is 42 years old and has 4 children. Both of these recipients are looking forward to healthy and more active lives free of dialysis. In addition to being free of dialysis, pancreas recipients no longer need to give themselves daily injections of insulin, and the devastating effects of diabetes are diminished. Consent was also given for the recovery of liver and heart. The liver was recovered and 2 individuals were able to receive this special gift. One of the recipients is a 3-month-old little boy from Northern California. The other liver recipient is a 49-year-old single man from Northern California. The recipient of Rebecca's heart is a 21-year-old single man from the Bay Area. The recipients would not have survived without these life-saving transplants. Because of your generosity, you have forever changed the lives of the recipients, as well as the lives of their family and friends. On behalf of the California Transplant Donor Network, the recipients and their families, thank you. We hope that you will be comforted knowing that these gifts were gratefully received. Enclosed, please find For Those Who Give and Grieve, a booklet written by people who have experienced the death of a loved one. If I can assist you in any way, do not hesitate to contact me at this phone number.
Wow.
How heavy is that shit?
That's
So she
reads that to
So
you.
she read that to me, and I swear to God, like, you guys, I've been chained to this planet as a fucking zombie, right? With the only emotion of pain or fear and anger, right? And when she read that to me, like, those chains broke.
Yeah.
And all that shame and all that guilt that I was carrying, right?
Yes.
I'm a fucking murderer.
Yeah.
It's my fault,
Of course.
right?
Yeah.
I'm evil.
Yeah.
All this shit.
Yeah.
It disappeared.
Did the drug light kick back in the next day? Like, did you take certain drugs in order to try and erase the memory of it?
No, I was
Imme-
using the prescription ketamine to work through the trauma. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was. You feel like that was the most successful therapy you've had?
Oh my god, absolutely.
I have a relative who on ketamine.
Game changer.
Yeah.
Changed it.
There is no way. There is absolutely no way that
There's no way there's no way you'd be standing there today.
not having this conversation with you guys. I would be angry, and my fucking poor kid would still not see me. Like my kid, I cry. I didn't cry for 20 years. My kid's like, whoa, dude, like he's tripping out, right? Like his dad's got feelings all of a sudden, right? It's really strange. It's a crazy. It's been a really hectic month, you know.
I mean, what's amazing, Jesse, is that we're talking a month ago. That letter, you got this letter a month ago.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for letting me read that letter, by the way.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you.
Thank
and
you.
then you went through. I think you went to war. You know.
I was
Yeah,
in a
that's-
20-year battle with myself,
Yeah.
right? And so Kathy finished reading that letter to me, and then she said, "Hey, I'm going to go ahead and connect you with as many of those people as I can."
Wow.
So I've already been in contact with the heart recipient.
Wow.
He lives fairly locally, and we're gonna try and get together at some point, right? And
Amazing.
like, how crazy is like?
That's-
Okay, I lost 20 years of my life, straight up. Like I don't remember a lot of it. So many concussions, so much bad shit to try and block out. But that gave that man life, and that gave four
And the-
others life.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's so.
I'd like
crazy.
to thank Kathy myself just for responding to your
Dude, okay,
Facebook
so-
message.
Yeah.
Rip out on this, right? Because we got to talking, right? And I'm like, man, I wish I would have come to you sooner. And she's like, I'm glad you didn't. I wasn't fucking ready, right? Like, I wasn't ready. And then she told me the reason why it took a couple days for her to get back to me. And she went to her family and said, hey,
Guess what?
Jesse reached out to me. He needs my help. And her family said, no, like, don't, you've done the work. Like, you don't have to go back down there. And she said, yeah, I do.
Wow.
That kid's hurting and he needs me. Sorry.
Yeah.
She took her band-aids off.
Wow.
And she climbed down in that hole with me.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to heal together.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like, what a blessing, dude. What an amazing adventure, right? And we're texting here and there. I texted her today and let her know I was going to do this. And she was like, you got to send me a link for the recorded thing. And yes, absolutely. So,
Well, I think it's amazing
you know,
that at this point in your life, 20 years later, you have some relief.
well, and I get to live, right? Like I get to participate in life in a way that I haven't been able to do in 20 years. I mean, honestly, a lot longer than that, right? Like my childhood was fucked up, right? So I mean, like I'm really like living, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm super blessed.
Well, what I say is that you were living in hell,
Yeah.
and now you're living in heaven.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it right there on that T-shirt of yours that you're wearing right now, right?
Well,
Right. So that's exactly what's going on with you.
PTSD is a serious thing that gets kind of overlooked in society a lot, and if you know have a relative or know somebody who's going through it, it's a dark place to be.
Absolutely, and you know, if there's anything I can do to help anybody out there that is suffering from anything, hit me up, dude. Hit me up, right? Because pain recognizes pain, and I know
Tell
that
people
shit
how you
well.
can hit you up.
I mean, Instagram is probably the safest,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Jay Gullings that's probably the best bet.
Jay Gullings.
Don't really want to throw my phone number out just yet.
Yeah, that's cool. And then as far as your business goes, you've painted my house before. You're a badass painter.
I've been in business since 2009. You know, I built my business on integrity. I built my
JG
business-
Pro?
Yeah, JG Pro Painting.
Right here in Santa Cruz.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got a big crew. You
I
got
do.
a lot of gear.
Yeah.
You paint big things.
Yep.
So if you got anything big to paint,
We do big stuff. We do little stuff, big stuff, all the stuff.
you know, there's more that I was going to talk to you about tonight, but I feel like as we have rolled in the train station, that last story, I think
That was a lot.
I think we're going to leave with that because it's an amazing story.
Yeah.
I will say one thing. My last thing to say is that, you know what? I always say there's no future in the past.
No, absolutely.
So,
yeah.
you know, you go, your success, you can see you're clean and sober, you look great. You know what? Take that step outside and feel proud of yourself, what you did in here
Totally.
tonight, you know?
I want to thank you guys for allowing me a safe space to get vulnerable
Yeah.
with a
What better place than a skate shop?
crazy yeah, no, I mean,
Well, it's it's all more therapy. You know, the more you can talk about your feelings, it's a better planet.
totally.
You
And,
know?
and
so-
there'll be one day where you're going to break out the YouTube video from tonight and sit down with your kid
Right?
when he's 15 or 16 or 18 or 20, whatever the
Yeah.
fuck, right? And go, this is what happened in a skate shop one day.
Yeah.
And tell Finnegan to slow down a little bit.
Dude, we got a savage
Yeah.
one on our hands.
Yeah,
We're in trouble.
it's not a rush to collect
I
concussions.
got a mini me. No, it's not. But
That's-
he's at 4.
Yeah, 4 already.
He's at 4
Yeah.
and he's 11. That's not great.
Finnegan, when you are watching,
Slow down, buddy.
man, keep the rubber side down.
Easy, buddy.
Yeah, keep the rubber side down. Well, my friend,
Dude, thank you guys.
I love you very
Yeah,
much.
I love you
Glad
too.
you're here. Neil, great show.
Yes, next week's show too, by the way, the Surf Creeps are coming back.
The Surf
a little
Creeps.
music.
We got some music.
You're welcome
next
to come
week.
down and join us if
Yeah,
you want.
yeah, the Surf Creeps are awesome.
They're great. And Richard Schmidt's coming on the show.
Beautiful.
Got all kinds of shows. And the shows are in the hopper.
I mean, every week is
It's a great-
another amazing show.
Right?
On the off.
Yeah, you said, hey, get Jesse on the show.
Yeah, well, I've known Jesse a long time. Your story's amazing. There's more to talk about. Like I said,
We'll have
layers to this.
I do really want to let the people who are still listening or got this far that your skateboard ability is phenomenal. I've always respected you on a skateboard. You go faster and fly farther than anyone, and that was what made you get the kids to jump up and down when you stuck that stuff. So that is something that I want to put a candle on a light and have you enjoy because your skateboarding has always been amazing.
Thank you for seeing me.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week with some live music.
Yep.
And Neil, good show today about the Shark
show,
Band.
bud. Yeah, thank you.
Rest in peace. I mean, it's really a tragic situation, and it's just amazing that we have this beautiful ocean and we get to swim in it, but there is a risk, and I'd rather swim in it and risk it.
Happy New Year. This is the last show of the year.
Yeah. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Oh my gosh. Happy
We'll
New
see you
Year's.
next year on the Off Lip Radio Show. Good night.
You're the horse.